it was not easy for them. So I think that makes the difference.
2 goals for you again today. That's 10 now against Manchester City. But for the first goal in particular, could you sense Zach Steffen's hesitance?
Of course, I think, very happy to score the 2 goals for the team. But I think the performance of the team today was fantastic. And I think today every single player enjoyed really well the game, because I think we do the right thing in the right time, and I think it pay off.
And the quadruple is still on?
Well, we'll see. We have a lot of game to go. We will try to do our best. I think it's
top player to get in those,
Well, let's have a look at those 2 chances they had, because if he'd have taken one of them, it would have really put the pressure on Liverpool. They've had to survive half an hour rather than 5 minutes.
Exactly that. With Jesus, he always runs in behind. That's why he's in the team. He works so well, so hard. But if you just look at, speak to Alan here or Danny with his technique, do you think he just waited a bit too long?
I think he's waiting to get brought down rather than going across Van Dijk. Gary Allen and I were talking about it. He's got to go across, try and score, and if he gets brought down, but this is the best one.
I think he should go round the keeper there. Just drag it to the left. It's so easy.
That is a very, very good save. I know he should score, there's no doubt about it. You've got to give the goalkeeper. We spoke about the high line at Liverpool, and the reason why they trust that high line is because if they get through it, they've got a top-class goalkeeper to beat. The number of times we've spoken about that high, it's risky, and the chances that teams have created, yes, they have done that, but they've had to face him, and he is a top-class goalkeeper. They do it because of him, and also because of VAR. They know that VAR will give the very, very tight decisions offside, but he's a world-class goalkeeper. A number of saves that he makes, top saves like that, keep Liverpool in the game.
You think that's why probably Manchester City are looking to the likes of Haaland to bring in? I mean, he's prolific goal scorer. Is what they need.
I think the
problem they're not bad anyway.
When City lose, everyone says, they need a striker. I agree with Alan in terms of throwing that in the mix for a plan B. Man City are so good because of the midfielders running into spaces, creating spaces for others. So
everyone says Manchester City need a striker, but it seemed they went for Harry Kane last season, and they're going to go for Haaland this season. So it seems the club and Pep think the same thing.
It's just for difference. So, you've got Alan here who will talk more about the strikers, but just to change it up a little bit. Sometimes you know what Man City are going to do with a striker. You can have a difference in there and talk about being clinical. If that's Harry Kane or Haaland going through, no disrespect, I think that's
I just think when you get to this stage of the season and you're playing in such important matches, those little chances make all the difference, and the world-class strikers take them, and that's why he wanted Harry Kane, and that's why he wants Haaland, and we'll probably get him.
We did have 4 or 5 minutes of real excitement at the end, and it was gripping the chances they had because of this Bernardo Silva tap-in that after Mahrez came on and made a bit of a difference.
He did, but Alan alluded to it earlier. We were baffled as to the lack of substitutions, and when Mahrez come on, we know what a wonderful player he is and how many goals he scored this season and created.
Do you think there's a degree of stubbornness in that? Or
I'm struggling, Gary, to find the logic behind it, because he's got a wonderful bench every time he puts the squad out. He is the one manager who's probably complained more than any other about the lack of substitutions, the 5 substitutions rule. And he's used less than most in the Premier League, and the quality he's got is there for all to see on the bench. So why not change it with 15, 20? We've all. Well, sorry, Gary, you probably didn't have subs in your day. But when
we had fewer subs.
When I've come off the bench, you can't do anything in 6, 7 minutes. I mean, it's ridiculous, really.
Yeah,
it was tough.
In my day, we never used to play for 95, 96 minutes either, but like they do now. So I don't think we did. We might have done.
But it could have been different.
But they had chances, didn't they? They had chances. Edge of your seat stuff in here.
Agonising. And they just kept coming and coming. And this is Fernandinho. You just think, has it missed? Connected with it, but it takes a little deflection. It was a brilliant block. And this is Mahrez. This side, I know it's a difficult chance, but with his technique, expect him to maybe hit the time. But this is the one.
It's still not easy.
I remember he scored a goal a couple of seasons where he took it and just went
corner,
top corner. Yeah. I thought, was this going to be
it? He didn't quite get it out of his feet. I thought the Mahrez one, he could have looped it over.
Exactly that. It wasn't meant to be.
No, it wasn't. We can hear from Virgil van Dijk. He's with Kelly.
Virgil, congratulations. You're into the FA Cup final, but was that a little bit nervier than you'd have liked at the end?
Yeah, I think we made it very difficult for ourselves, I think, in the end. Created a chance as well to finish the game off, in my opinion. The game obviously was sort of played already in the first half, 3-0 up, you can't give that away. And obviously when they scored their first goal quite early in the second half, that gives them a boost. But overall, we are very happy to go to the final.
Let's talk about that first half. It couldn't have gone much better from your point of view, could it?
Yeah, obviously we won 3-0. It's all about scoring goals in the end, of course, and that's what we did. So. Yeah, perfect first half in that case. We play against City, that's the champions of England at the moment. and it was always going to be tough, no matter who they line up. And you saw it as well today. I think there will be moments where you have to suffer, and you saw it.
And in that second half as well, the fact they got that early goal, how much spirit and determination did you have to show from then on in not to let them completely back into it?
Yeah, you have to show a lot of strength and togetherness, because it's tough. It was warm, it was intense, like the previous game we played against each other. But I think, if I'm thinking back now, we should have killed the game off, in my opinion.
A word on Ibrahim Konate as well, because 3 goals now for him just in April alone. How impressive has he been? Very.
He's made a great impact. He's working hard every day. Good mentality, work rate, incredible. And obviously he has to perform where he's obviously caught upon, and I think he's doing just that. And obviously he's still so young, and it's incredible how good he already